insurance is my specialty. I represent multiple insurance companies, and like I said, in a given year, I have somewhere between 300 and 400 physicians that get policies from me. So chances are I've seen whatever your situation is just once or twice. There's certain things you want to look for within a disability insurance policy, and we'll get to that. But before we start talking about that, what's your most valuable asset?
Or a t-shirt.
I heard somebody say a t-shirt. Who said a t-shirt? I heard a t-shirt about it. What's your guys' most valuable asset?
Career.
Who said that?
Career. Yep.
Your career. Your earnings potential. You know, there's all sorts of specialties in here, but you know, let's just say you're going to make $300,000–400,000 a year. You're going to work for 20 or 30 years. You might make yourself $10 or $15 million over the course of your career. If God forbid something happens to you and you can't do what you just spent 4 years of med school, 3 to 8 years of residency and/or fellowship, God knows how much in loans, blood, sweat, and tears. If something happens to you, what happens to your most valuable asset? Goes away. So think of a disability insurance policy as, I don't know, a stack of papers that protects your paycheck over the next 20 or 30 years. That's the easiest way to think of it. So there's certain things to look for in a policy, especially as a physician. The first topic is going to be what they call own occupation. Anyone ever hear of own occupation? Who wants to be a brave soul and tell me what they think own occupation is? You already got a t-shirt, but I'll
I think it means something along the lines of, like, if you can't do your occupation as a physician, you kind of get the full benefit. Whereas I know there's differentiation where it's not own occupation, where you could still work as like a cashier and still you're not considered disabled or whatever.
Absolutely. Okay, so that was a really good definition. Now the truth of the matter is, if I were to show you 5 different policies from 5 different companies, they're all going to have different wording for this thing called own occupation. It's not like a gallon of gas where you're driving down the road and it really doesn't matter which gas station you stop at to get that gallon of gas. Own occupation is going to be specific to the policy and specific to the company. So the highest level of own occupation is going to be medical specialty specific own occupation. And some companies even take it, a little bit farther than that. So I know we have a lot of cardiology people here from Temple. Where are they? Where's your table? So anyone going to do cath or EP? Okay, so let's just, let's say you're going to have 3 years of internal med, you're going to have 3 years of general cardiology, and you're likely going to have a couple of years on the back end after that for cath or EP. What happens if something happens to your hand and you can't do your surgeries, but you can still be a general cardiologist, or you can still be outpatient internal med or hospitalist? What happens? The answer is it really depends on your policy and the wording within that policy. There are certain policies that say, if you can't do your procedures, you can't do your hands-on patient care, you're going to be able to receive benefits even if you stay in your same field of medicine. Then there's other policies that are very, very general or vague, where they say, well, if you can't do your job, we're only going to pay you if you're not doing another job. Then there's other policies that if you get another job, they may pay you the delta of that income loss. So when it comes to own occupation, it's specific to the policy and specific to the company.